Welcome to Back to School Bootcamp for Mums. I'm Rivka Caroline and I'll be teaching you this. Now, as they say, of all the things I've lost, it's my mind that I miss the most. This bootcamp is designed to help you find that sanity and get you fabulous again. I'll be teaching you 6 fabulous tricks to get things going better. Your sanity is going to come back, guarantee. These are the 6 areas that we're going to be working on. Your to-don't list, your to-do list, the systems at home, your clutter-free environment, writing it all down, and your daily mañana list. So let's get started. Your to-do list and your to-don't list. What's the difference between the two? One brings you closer to your goals, and you guessed it, the other one takes you further away. First things first, we are going to cultivate your to-don't list. You're going to stop doing things that you don't need to do, that take you further away from the things that you want and need to do. Your to-don't list manifesto. This is where we internalize that sometimes our heart is going to say yes, but our calendar is going to say no. We're going to stop the glorification of being busy at the expense of what we need to really get done, and understand and internalize that sometimes we have to give precedence to our own to-do list at the expense, sadly, of those around us to-do lists. So how do you have a to-don't list? You're going to have a flourishing to-don't list. You always have to honor your own to-do list. You can't always honor other people's to-do lists. So the first item, make sure you can really afford things that other people ask you to do. Another vital skill, learn how to say no. And I'm going to teach you. It's not about being mean. It's not about being selfish. It's about being honest to who you are and understanding that your children need you to be focused on the things that are important for the family. So here's part 1. When somebody asks you something, let's say you can do it and you can fit it in, go ahead and do it. I am not giving you permission to be selfish, but sometimes there are so many things coming at us, it's hard, and if not impossible, to fit it all in. Part 1, I would love to. Part 2, right now, I am so, and you can add in whatever you want. It's truth. Short of time, overwhelmed, busy with other stuff. And then number 3, give kindness in some other way. Could I possibly give you a donation, help next year, help spread the word on my social networks? You're giving somebody else not exactly what they want, but something that you're able to afford right now in your own personal time budget. Now that you've got your to-don't list under wraps, now it's time to focus on your to-do list. What goes on the to-do list? You know, things that move you closer to your goals. Take time to identify what your goals are. If that's hard for you, ask yourself the future question. Things went really well this year. The house was under control. My marriage was fabulous. The kids are all doing what they're meant to be doing. I'm taking care of things that are really important to me. How did I do that? These things don't just happen. Identify what your goals are and the smaller steps that need to be done. Then, everything on your to-do list each week should move you closer to your goals. Here's your to-do list on steroids. Firstly, find the best way for you to keep a list and stick to it religiously. Constantly write things down. Then, give yourself slots in the day to work on your list. Even if it's 20 minutes, if you unplug your phone and turn off any other distractions, you can get a lot done in 20 minutes. Now, systems in the home. Which systems should you begin with? Well, first of all, find the areas that are giving you the most stress. They should jump to the top of the list right away. If for some reason they're not jumping to the top of the list, apply the 80-20. Maybe you have to go for a walk to think it through. 80% of your stress is going to come from 20% of your life. Where is it coming from? For many other people, other mums, these are the areas that are quite common. Morning routines, bedtime routines, giving mum some time, and the meal and shopping plans. Take a look at the areas that have to get better. When you've got the system under control, then you can move on. Take the time to write things down, put times next to the morning routine and the bedtime routine. Become the CEO of your home and have systems running smoothly. Here's a morning routine, for example. Make a morning schedule. Make charts for the kids. Bribe the kids. Then remember, Mum, the morning starts the night before. Do the very best you can to give yourself a better morning by not being stressed, by being ahead of the game. That might include getting the clothes ready the night before, or if that's too hard, prepare them the Sunday before. And you can prepare the snacks and lunch the night time before also. And that helps your morning run a lot smoother. Bedtime routines. According to Dr. Mark Weisbluth, a sleeping expert, most of our children are exhausted. Get the kids to bed earlier. It's healthier for the children and gives you more chance in the evening to do what you want to do. Make a schedule. That will allow the children to know what they're expected to be doing at what times that evening. Have a bedtime routine. Now, here's the area that I love to teach mums. Some mums have even told me they thought they weren't really meant to take time for themselves. Hear this sentence, this might help you out. The most dangerous thing for a child is to grow up with a resentful mother. Many of us have gone through periods where we thought being the perfect mum was giving the kids our all. That doesn't work because we're people also. Find out what you want to do and make time for it. You don't have to give up fun stuff in life to be a mum. And use your creativity to carve it into your already overwhelmed schedule. If mum wants to take an art class on a Wednesday morning, well, perhaps it's going to have to be pizza or sandwiches Wednesday night to save mum time for making dinner that day. Here's another area that reduces tons of stress: meal and shopping plans. If I have one request from you, it is please, please, please meal plan. It's not rocket science. It's not going to trap you. Just think of the number 4. You just need 4 meals a week. The rest you can fill in with takeout or pizza or leftovers. Learn to love your crock pot. And most ovens have a preset oven button where you can put things in the morning and preset it to go off 2 hours before the kids walk in. Now, when you've got that in place, make a shopping list. Section 2 is going to speak about the beauty of a clutter-free environment. It doesn't matter who gave it to you, what you paid for it. If it's making you feel tense and it's not making you feel empowered, it has to go. The only equation that you really need is outer chaos mimics inner chaos. And you know what that makes us? It makes us angry. And as mums, we have to parent our children. So any resources we can use to be nice and kind, we need to use. Because outer peace equals inner calm equals nice person. Section 3, writing it down and your mañana list. Writing things down saves your sanity. The next step is to write down 5 to 8 to-dos for tomorrow. That's your mañana list. And for some reason, it's easier for you to think calmly about the most important things to do the following day when it's the day before. Write everything down. Otherwise, you're going to be remembering things in the middle of the night. Find the notepad that works for you, or the planner pad that works for you, and go forward. And this is your mañana list. Take your mañana list of 5 to 8 items, write them down, and you'll get to them the next day. Before you check your email, your Facebook page, your Twitter feed, the texts, get those 5 to 8 things done. And do you know what? You will increase your productivity by 75% just by doing that. If you want extra credit, perhaps the kids are at the grandparents', give yourself 2 mañana slots and get double the things done. Remember, we said this earlier, the most dangerous thing in a life of a child is the unlived life of a parent. Make sure to put into your schedule things that recharge you, refresh you, and make you happy. Becoming a parent doesn't spell the end of your dreams. Ask yourself, what can I do to make time for myself? And if you want, add this as the first thing to do on your to-do list. Thank you.